Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. My name is Andre. I'm a developer advocate at CKEditor, and today with me I have Jamin, the developer advocate from Uploadcare. Hey, Jamin, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing good. Hi, Andre. Hi, everyone.
So today we are going to talk about image optimizer powered by Uploadcare. So we'll talk more about the integration among CKEditor and Uploadcare. I will take the lead. I will go through. The demo and how to set up the image optimizer in the CKEditor. Then I will bring back Jamin, and we will walk through under the hood to the Uploadcare portal, and we will see what is happening with the images that I will upload in the text area. So let me pop on my screen. There you go. And I will pause Jamin out of the stage for a bit. I will bring him back in a minute. So see you, Jamin, in a couple of minutes. All right. So let's start with a little bit of the CKEditor. I hope you all know it, but basically CKEditor is a rich text editor that you can integrate within your application. Brett, alongside with my talking, will share the links. What I'm talking about today, we are going to talk about image optimizer by Uploadcare. I will always try to show you the actual link and the way how to get it from the homepage. So most of the time you will just need ckeditor.com and I will show you how to get there. So the first thing is the demo. You don't really need to install anything. If you want to test it out and if you want to read through everything, you can just go to demos. We have a bunch of demos, so you need to scroll down a little bit and then you will see image optimizer Uploadcare. And if you open it up, you will see the basic landing page with this interactive demo. So you can test out how the CKEditor feels and works. And as a bonus, you will get the integration with Uploadcare out of the box. It is this little button that you are probably used to if you are using CKBox or uploading images as a base 64. But this one is already pre-configured to allow to upload to Uploadcare. So I can upload my image out of these sharing clouds, or I can upload from my computer, and it's there. This is the base functionality that we will walk through how to integrate today. And the second thing is you will get in every bubble, you will get the editing model window where you can adjust your image. So do some cropping, adjust the setup, and do some filters for the image itself. So this is the demo. Right underneath, you can use this page as the guidepost. You can see the link to the documentation. I might use in the later stages. And yeah, if you're a developer or you just want to jump right through the code, you can just click through and see the setup right in the place how it's being done. Okay, so that was the intro, and let's get to set it up. So in the following couple of minutes, I will show you how you can start from scratch, how you can subscribe to the portal, and basically use the CKEditor builder to create your first starter. Then I will show you a little bit of the use case, how you can use the CKEditor, and how you can use the Uploadcare within the CKEditor, and then we will peek under the hood of the integration on the Uploadcare portal. So let's start with clicking on the sign in. If you don't have the account, it's fine. You can sign up for the trial. I already have the account. If you don't, you can just go to I don't have an account. I already have one. So I'll just sign in. You'll see that it's still my trial. I wanted to have it as similar as you do. If you plan on doing it, you won't see any of these data usages because, yeah, obviously I was testing the integration out and preparing this webinar. But other than that, it will be pretty similar. just to put together a couple of information about this portal. These four main tabs: subscription management, invoices, billing, and organization users, are for managing your subscription. You don't really need them for the sake of this demo. You can click through them and see what's in them. It's basically the user and roles, billing and invoicing. And for subscription management, you can work with your tiering and get add-ons and so on and so forth. The most important one that today we will use is the subscription. So for this one, excuse me, for this one, you have the overview of the whole subscription. And there are these little tabs that are basically section for the subscription. First one is the quick start. We will get into that later on because we will use the builder to set up the starter for the CKEditor. But then you have a little overview with all of the features that you have available in the trial. So you can click through them. Of course, this is the trial, so you have full access to everything. Then there are license keys. We won't need this UI because the builder is automatically providing the license keys. But if you want to explore, you can use these. CKEditor provides the cloud environments, for example, for collaboration features. So you can create your environment and manage it, set up webhooks, so on and so forth. So this is just the playground, and you will see the statistics: how many uploads, how many exports to PDF and to Word has been done. Of course, you won't see these statistics. I just wanted to have some numbers, so we don't have the empty dashboards at the beginning. And then there is the new tab called Uploadcare, and we will get to it right after I set up the first demo, because then we will go to the Uploadcare portal and we will explore it with Jamin. But first, we need some starter, right? So we will go to the builder. The builder is fairly simple wizard with 4 steps where you set the presets, which is basically a set of features and pre-configured setup, so you don't always need to start from super scratch. Then you can adjust the features in this preset. Then you can adjust the configuration of the toolbar. And the last thing, you get either the snippets or you can download the whole project. So I will just quickly go through a couple of these. These are the presets that you can use. You always get the same interactive preview as you did in the demo. You can play with the functionality. You can see how it's being used, how it's working, what's in there. This is for content collaboration, so you can test out these features. There is a feature-rich editor, which has this toolbar, email editor for email editing, and so on and so forth. Usually, if you start with the CKEditor, I am recommending to start with the classic editor because it's fairly easy configuration and you can orient yourself quickly and then move on. But today, we will use classic editor with a couple of features because I already want to have some boilerplating so that we don't need to go through the basics if you are already in the context. So we will use a classic editor, and I will go to the features, which is the second step. And here in the file management, you can see we already have configured the file management. But if I open up the features, you can see it's being set to the CK box. But for our use case, we would like to reconfigure it to Uploadcare. So that's what I just did. Out of the box, I can already start using it. So you can test out how it's working and test out the model window and so on and so forth. I won't go through all of the functionality because I would like to showcase it on the use case once we have the starter. But we will use this one. Just to give you a heads up, I have some content prepared that I will do the showcase on. And for this one, I will need the horizontal line, just for the sake of the use case that, if I just edit, it automatically adds things to the toolbar. And I will use source editing. There are 2 types of source editing, and you can see for some features you can see this star, which is a premium feature, which is also the Uploadcare. Then there is a source code editing, which is not a premium features, and it's being included. So this one will basically give you this toggle where you can see the source of the editing. And if you have the advanced one, you will get the model with the syntax highlighting, IntelliSense, and so on and so forth. So I will keep the second one just to ease up the providing the first content that I have prepared for later stages. Then we have a toolbar setup. Yeah, this is just a couple of the system setups. The first one is wrapped. If I unclick it, you can see all the buttons in the toolbar are visible. If I have it wrapped, the buttons are wrapped itself. Then we have a balloon toolbar. So if I select some text, I don't see anything because I have it turned off. But if I turn it on and select it, you can see I already have some balloon toolbar as well, where I also have this uploader. So if I click on it, it will put the image right before the selected text. And then there is a block toolbar. Yeah, I'll just show it to you. Yeah, you can use it to move the blocks around. But yeah, we won't use it in this case, so I'll just turn it off. And that's basically it. I configured my starter. And now I can set up the language. I will keep English. Now you can see that I selected free premium features. First, image optimizer by Uploadcare. Second is Uploadcare storage for the CDN. And the third one is enhanced source editing. And now, once again, I can see the editor preview, but you already saw it 3 times. You can undo the final checks if you want to. But for the code snippets, I can select the technology. Yeah, we are not really specific with the technologies, but these are the first-class citizens since CKEditor is vanilla.js based editor with the TypeScript types provided. You can use any of the frameworks, but these are the ones that you have out-of-the-box components for. But we will use vanilla.js because, yeah, this is the, let's say, most common or the most low-level setup. And, yeah, I don't want to go into the framework-specific stuff in this demo. Then you can use Cloud CDN, self-hosted NPM, or self-hosted zip file method. I will use NPM because it's usually being used for this premium features setup. So you install everything, you customize it, then you deploy your application integrated within, or your CKEditor integrated with your application. And the output, you can either see the code snippets, which I will go through really quickly. Will basically tell you what you need to do if you want to start from scratch from a whole empty project. You can just install these 2 packages. CKEditor is being provided in 2 packages, the CKEditor 5, which is the core features, and CKEditor 5 premium features. And since the Uploadcare and image optimizers are part of the premium features, the Uploadcare integration is part of this package. Then you need to provide the base HTML. There is already some predefined startups set up. The most important one is this div with ID editor when we will render the CKEditor in. But we have some classes and some structure of the divs around because there is also some base CSS provided so that you have some max with some font family being provided and so on and so forth. And then the most important part is the initializer script, where you import all the things that you need to. You are already provided with the license key I've been talking before. Then there is a preparation for the Uploadcare pub key. We'll get to it right after I will download the project. And then there is pretty standard editor config if you're familiar with the CK. The only thing that might be new for you, it's right after loading all the plugins. There is also the insert image configuration for balloon toolbar, as well as here in the section called Uploadcare, we are providing the Uploadcare pub key. And then we are just creating the document, creating the CKEditor in the div with editor. And that's about it. So I'll just show how you do it. If you want to download the project, it's fairly simple. You just download the zip file, you unzip it. I will rename it to image optimizer Uploadcare. And I already have my Visual Studio Code open, so I will just open this folder. I will trust the authors in this case. And here we go. We have our starter, which has this fairly nice README where you will be provided what you need to do. We are using VIT as the bundler. So the only thing that I need to do now, if I have the Node.js installed, this is the prerequisite. I will just run npm I or npm install for the full command. I will just use the abbreviation. It will install all the dependencies that are defined here. As you can see, it's just these two packages that I have been talking about before. So the second one also contains the Uploadcare integration. And then we are loading the VIT, which is the bundler that is taking care of bundling and providing us with the dev environment. And to run the dev environment, I will just run npm run start. And you can see I already got the warning because I didn't provide it the Uploadcare pub key. So I will just acknowledge it, and you will see that I'm not able to use this functionality yet, but I'm already able to use the CKEditor. So to get the pub key, I will just make a little peek to the management portal, to the portal of the Uploadcare. So I went to the upload portal again. I went to the subscription, selected Uploadcare, and I'm opening up the predefined management UI for the Uploadcare. I go to API keys, and this is the key that I need to provide in my code. So let me just do that. It should be right here. I will save it. The VIT bundler already took care of the rebuild, so I just make a refresh. There you go. And I can put any image to the Uploadcare. I won't do it yet because I would like to change this content. So let me just dive into the code and make one thing that I think is super important in the beginning, because CKEditor, the starter, always loads the same content even though I change it and I refresh the whole page. I will also always get the same initial content. So I'm using this little two scripts or snippets. The first one, in this initial data configuration, I will just set it up to use the local storage of the browser with the key CKEditor data, which I already prepared the data we would like to work with. So it will load it. If not, it will load our initial setup. And then here in the classic editor, I will get the instance of the editor once it's created, and I will hook the editor to, or hook the saving of the data to every document change. Yeah, this is not completely, let's say, performance-wise setup. I just wanted to make it work as soon as possible. And yeah, I didn't delete the images from my last check, so you already saw the sneak peek what I wanted to do. But this is currently the content we would like to work with. And now let's get to the use case, because that's what is important. Let's think that we have e-commerce platform that we already wanted to integrate the CKEditor. So I will create this very dummy e-commerce platform. So I will just put the H1 here and call it e-commerce platform of your choice. Nice, thanks AI. And now, yeah, let's ask it to create a couple of buttons so that we just have at least look and feel about this. So something like add 3 buttons with publish, send for review, lock version, labels. Yeah, so I will just generate a couple of buttons. Thanks, Google Copilot, for that. And I meant lock. And yeah, if I refresh the page, you can see now I created a very dummy e-commerce platform. So let's pretend you have your own, or you have your content management system where you are managing the description of your product. In our case, it's Adidas Vector 77 sneaker. It has some alter names, some main product description, the feature list, a couple of quotes, and the detail. And that's what you want to put to your website, mobile application, and so on and so forth. So that's what we already set up. So we already have our very simple e-commerce platform that is storing information about only one product. And now let's get to the good part, which is the Uploadcare. So I will just upload from my computer the first image. So I will go to the documents. And I think the first one is Adidas 77 I prepared. It will upload the whole image into the Uploadcare CDN. You know, it's it's already set. You can add more, you can clear it out, but I just want to put it there. And now, if you have a better eye than I do, you can use this setup to make it nicer. I will try to make some edits at least, so you see that it's possible. So I did some cropping. I will, I don't know, move a little exposure. So let's make it a little bit darker. And yeah, I will move the vibrance to this value. I'm not a designer, so I'm not really good at these things, but I will try to make it look at least a little bit better. So that's what I can do. You can also set some filters for it. I think, yeah, I made a pretty good job in setting up this one, and it's still the image that you are used to, for example, with the integration with the CK box. So you can turn on the caption and put the name. And yeah, I need to fix the naming because Adidas does not have anything doubled. You can set the alt, so it can be like Adidas 77, and I will keep adding the Adidas double essay. So Adidas 77 shoes white, and you are able to work with the adjustment of the size. You can put it on the right side, right in the text. You can put it on the right side as the block element, or put it back to the center, which I think looks the best. Before I move on to adding another image, which you already saw, you probably saw that there are no other options for uploading for anything from the other places. This is being done by the configuration. So if I go once again, I will try to go from the top. I go to the demo, scroll down to the image optimizer, and scroll down there. There is a link to the documentation, or you can just go to resources, documentation, CKEditor 5, and features, and you can scroll through, search through, or just use Control F to search to Uploadcare. But we have a new feature which is called CKEditor Documentation AI. So I'll just ask this one. So how to configure Uploadcare to allow to upload from Google Photos. I use only Google Photos because I already prepared the second two images in there, but you can ask for anything else, and you will see in here you also get the whole context where you can load it from. So you can load it from Dropbox, Facebook, Google Drive, G Photos. You can open up, and I open it up in the new tab. You can go to the documentation. This is the section that I was talking about, and you know how to set it up. So yeah, it's fairly easy. It's under Uploadcare, and I already had the pubkey in there, so I'll just use this section. I copy it. I go to main.js. And yeah, let me start from the beginning because it's less confusing. So I went to main.js, and if you scroll down here in the editor config, there is configuration for toolbar, loading the plugins, and then there is configuration for every single plugin. And one of the last one is the Uploadcare. We already have the pub key here, so I just place the uploader support in there for local and Google Photos. Saved it, and I already have a new thing. If I wanted more, like Dropbox, which I don't have, so it's kind of hard to showcase you, but you can upload from G Drive and so on and so forth. So let me open up the insert with photos. You won't see this UI because I'm already logged in, so I will logged out. This is what you will see. So we will ask you to connect to Google Photos, select the Google account that you want to connect it with. You will need to allow the access to it. You can see I'm already being logged in. So if I open it up, it will give me the select box of the images I would like to include. And yeah, these are the pretty fine images I'm using. So this is the second one. I uploaded it. It's right here, and I can just set done. Now it's being uploaded from the Google to the Uploadcare, so you don't need to download it to your computer and then upload it again. Everything is done for you. And let's move it to the place I wanted to, which was this cushion concrete. And yeah, let's do one change. I will make it a little bit less exposed, like that, so that we have it darker. And let's say I'm fine with the result. The same, and then now I would like to use the inline showcase, and again I will insert from Google Photos. I don't need to authenticate once again. I can just add this one. I could have done it all together, but yeah, I wanted to add one by one to show you all of the options how you can upload it. You have it there. And yeah, let me just do a little change because I don't like the label on the bottom. And there you go. Let's say I have my setup with my images, and I can hit publish, which currently does not do anything, but you can imagine that we are sending the thing to the thing to our public websites. So now let me bring Jamin back to stage. Hello, Jamin. How are you once again?
I'm doing good.
Good. So I hope you kept track what I did. It was basically the
Yeah.
same as we went through before. I just forget to remove the images, but we have it in place. And now it's your turn. Tell me what's happening right under the hood. What's happening when I'm uploading the image?
Amazing presentation, by the way. So, Uploadcare is a platform that sort of like help you to manage your files and optimize images. So, when you use Uploadcare in your CKEditor, what you're doing is you're sending your images down to image CDN, and there we store it and we make it readily available for you to use and to optimize and also to deliver in the best format possible to your users. So each time you upload an image, it goes directly to our CDN, and when you apply a transformation, it doesn't affect the original image itself, but instead it applies those transformation on top of the image. So that way you'll be able to revert back if you feel like you need to revert back, and also apply whatever changes that you want without destroying the original image itself. So yeah, when you crop, when you apply exposure, whatever you're doing, you're literally doing it on top of the original image. So a few things that I would like you to run through. Maybe I can take you through the guide on how the whole Uploadcare platform itself works.
All right. So I was just playing a little bit. I was trying to showcase what's happening under the hood. You can see that already we have the picture and figure tag being in place with the URLs. So I think the best would be just to go back to our portal, to the subscription, to Uploadcare tab, go manage, and you can walk me through what's happening underneath from the get started, right?
Yeah. So from the get started page, we can start from here. So aside from integrating Uploadcare into CKEditor, Uploadcare itself is a full-blown file uploading solution where we can help you handle whatever files that you have, irrespective of the programming language that you're building your project with. So on our getting started page, we have some getting started integrations that you can use. Yeah, you can configure our file uploader, which is a flagship product, to receive files into your website and things like that. So you can choose the language you want, choose the customization that you want, and it will generate the already made code for you to be able to upload your files on your website. So another thing that I would like to, so when you scroll down, you can see the code samples is readily available with your public key and everything that you need. And so you can quickly just copy this and paste it inside your application to start using it. So if you look at the top tabs, you also see that there's also the optimize section as well. So when you click on this is where it shows you the different image optimizations that you can apply to images that are uploaded to our CDN. So by default, when an image is uploaded, our CDN is able to decide the best image format to serve to your users. And also, if you want to, you can make the image very responsive for different devices. And then we also try to optimize each individual images to serve the best quality as much as possible. So you can play around this. It will give you an insight on how you can optimize your image and things like that. So if you click on the other tab, which is the third one, yeah. So on this other tab, you go beyond just optimizing images. You can also add more transformation if you need that. So things like resizing the image, cropping the image, making it responsive, blurring the image, or detecting objects in the image or detecting faces, and using our smart crop feature to smartly crop people from an image. You can apply all of these transformations into your image, all without destroying the original image. And the way this happens is more like we have the base URL for the image, and then the UUID of the image, and then the transformation parameters that you would like to add to the URL of the image. So if you look at the example here, you can see that the original image is there, and then we have resize, sharpen, and enhance. All of these are applied on top of the image. So on our getting started page here, I think we have a few examples that you could try out by just exploring and figuring out what you want to apply and things like that, to make sure that, you can apply all of these things here. So I think we'll just run through the old dashboard and see how it works. So on the left tab that you can see there, if you move from the getting started to the files section.
Maybe before I go there, so basically what you just said, basically creating the upload setup, optimizing and transforming. This is basically all I already have done in the starter, and I forget the URL. Sorry, so let me pop it up once again. So this is something that I already done, and it's being automatically integrated. So uploader, it's being in place by uploading the image, which you can do the replace, or I can upload one more. So this is the uploader, right? Then the transformation is being done via this editing UI, which is another component of Uploadcare. And under the hood, I already got, for example, the crop and preview and resize features for the optimization, as well as transformation of the format of the image, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Okay, so let's go to the files. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, that's fine. So on the file section here, you'll find all the files that you've been uploading. So if you look at the examples, since we've started the whole webinar, you get to see all the files that has been uploaded here. And you can also search by the UUID of the file. If you also pay attention to the tab on the right-hand side, you get to see the ID of the file, the informations about the file, and also some simple transformations that you can quickly apply to the image. For example, if you look at the tab on the right, it shows you that the image by default has been applied an on-the-fly optimization that is able to convert the image from a PNG format to an AVIF format, saving you about 98% of the original file size, which is quite good if you really want to save bandwidth for your users and also optimize for storage. So you could also see some other features that you could apply. And also, if you click on the modify link on the right hand tab there, it gives you various things that you can apply, that you can generate a thumbnail, you can add some transformation and tweak things and things like that. So all of this you can do with a playground and quickly just apply all of this transformation. And then we have one more tab on the right hand there, which is analyze. So analyzing, this tab contains more information about the file, like the file name, when the file was uploaded, where it is stored, and things like that. So, and also some other information about the file, which are like the metadata and all that. So with this analysis, you can be able to figure out if the file is has unsafe content, or if you want to like add some custom meta tags to it, and also provide some information and things like that on the file. So here gives you more details about each file that are being uploaded into your project.
Awesome.
And then if you back to the left hand tab, if you click on the settings tab, it takes you down to your project settings. So for every project that we have on Uploadcare, we have two main settings. So which is one is about how files are being uploaded into your project. The second one is about how files are being delivered. So let's talk about the uploading section itself. So first off, one of the settings that we have is Mime type filtering. So this feature gives you the ability to filter out various content, or to decide what kind of content you want to be uploaded into your project. So we have over quite a number of files that you can apply, quite a number of Mime type filtering that you can apply. We have over 642 Mime types that you can filter by. So if you want only images, you can quickly select just images, and this will allow only images to be uploaded. So by default, we also have malware protection, which is a feature that we have to scan every file that is being uploaded into your project to detect if the file is corrupt, or if it contains malicious code or anything like a virus. So the default action for this is to detect such a file and then remove the file from your project. But if you would like to keep that file, you also have the option to keep the file, and then more details about that file will be added to the metadata of the file. And so we also have a feature called image moderation, where you can select how you want to, what kind of content you also want to accept. So if you want to filter out not safe for work content, you can use this feature to sort of like filter out this content. And so we have a threshold for discovering this kind of content. So the higher the threshold, the more aggressive the algorithm is in detecting not safe for work kind of content. So you can use this if your project requires this, and Uploadcare will run all of this for you without you having to lift a finger. And so we also have the feature to reject invalid SVG files. So this feature is there because sometimes certain SVG files might be edited to contain potentially malicious code. And so enabling this feature will help you to sort of like scan every SVG file that is being uploaded to figure out if they are valid or not, and then reject it. And then we have the sign upload feature that you turn on when you're trying to protect who can upload content to your Uploadcare project. And so this will require a secure token to be generated if you are using a backend, and then anybody that doesn't have this secure token, they won't be able to upload files into your project. So, but since this is integrated, but if you are coming from CKEditor, you really might not need this, except you have a specific use case to consider this. So these are some of the upload features that we have, and this will help you to upload files better with Uploadcare. So on the delivery tab as well, we have a few things. So the first thing we have is image optimization. So image optimization are features that helps us to optimize your image better. So by default, we have auto WebP and AVIF image formats enabled. So what this does is for your users that you'll be serving your images to, what will happen is our CDN will automatically check their device requirements to know what kind of image format to serve them. So by default, we will start by serving them the most recent image format, which is AVIF, and we'll move down to WebP images if they can support that. And in a case where they can't support WebP images, we'll fall back to old formats like JPG and then things like that. So adaptive quality is also there as well, which analyzes each individual image in your project and apply the optimization technique to that specific image to make sure that you're saving as much quality while still reducing the file size. And then we have adaptive bitrate streaming. This is for video content, if you're using video content to optimize your videos. And then there's the proxy setting that we have. So you can use this proxy if you are expecting images to be retrieved from a different domain that is not your project's domain. For example, if you want to upload images from Unsplash, you can add the Unsplash domain here. And whenever you're trying to like call to upload an image from Unsplash, Uploadcare's our CDN will know that, okay, you are trying to pick images from Unsplash and will optimize it for you. And then we have the search engine
Very
feature.
good.
So this is a feature that helps Google crawlers and other search engine bots to sort of like index your project, to index your images. So you can turn this on if you want, but by default, this is turned off so as to increase the privacy of your image project. So we have signed URLs as well. So this is also in a case where you want to restrict who has access to your files and who can view your files in your project, you can enable token authentication to ensure that each URL contains that token before they can access the images in your project. So these are some of the settings that we have when you try to upload, and use Uploadcare in your project. And then we have back to the left section, to the tab on the left.
Before we move on, just to repeat that once again, yeah, I personally love the WebP and AVIF integration. You don't need to transfer everything, but yeah, just to clarify, these features are for the whole project of the Uploadcare. Some of them, like most of them, are applying, but some of them, as we already saw, like signed URLs and signed uploading, is something that is not applicable for this particular integration. But if you're using Uploadcare for multiple things, they're applied, right?
Yeah, correct.
Very good. So let's move on.
Okay, so on the API keys, we have two specific API keys that you need. So the public key is what helps to identify your project in your website or in your application. And with this public key, you can upload files to your project. And so if you're using CK, you really do not need the secret key. You only require the public key to start uploading files in your project. But the secret key is when you're trying to use any of our API and SDK to perform some more image optimization. So for our REST API and also for our signed upload APIs, you will need a secret key. You need to generate a secret key to be able to use them. So yeah, let's move on. So the next thing we have is webhooks. So webhooks are very interesting because for every action that happens to the Uploadcare CDN, or for every time a file is stored, is deleted, we scan it for malware. For every action that happens on Uploadcare, an event is triggered. So webhooks is where we tend to where you can listen for any of these events that are happening on your Uploadcare project and be able to perform specific actions if you want. So you can check if a file has been uploaded, if a file was deleted or if something happened that you would like to trigger something else on Webhooks. So we have that in details that you can quickly integrate into your application. And lastly, we have the logs section. So logs is where we tend to monitor everything that is happening on your Uploadcare project. So with this, you can actually tell what is happening, when a file is being uploaded, what happened during that time, and also when a file was scanned, what happened during that time, or when the info of a file was processed. So with the logs tab, you can be able to figure out where something went wrong in the application, or when something went wrong when trying to upload a file or when trying to deliver a file. So all of these logs are available with enough details to provide you with what is happening and where something is when something is going wrong for you. So this is just a rundown of some of the features that we have at Uploadcare to help you upload and optimize your files better. So you can quickly just play around it, try some things, and try to figure out how it works for you, and also how it can help your project. So you can also try it out on your own, explore the Uploadcare platform by going to uploadcare.com, or directly from your CK editor. You can hop into your Uploadcare project. And if you also like to know more about Uploadcare, you can go through our documentation in uploadcare.com/docs.
Good. I was trying to follow up with all of the links for Uploadcare. So once again, if you want the Uploadcare, you just go to uploadcare.com, and the documentation is right under developers and documentation. Okay, let me check. And I didn't say it before, but if you have any questions, just shoot them in the chat. We have a couple of minutes left, like 13. So if you have any questions, now is the best time to ask us. If we don't go through all of the questions, we will send you the follow-up email with the answers. If you don't have any, for 20 seconds, let's say, we will show you something else, and this is the webhook integration. So let's wait for 20 seconds. If we don't have anything, we can wrap up with the demo of the webhooks. Okay. All right. Let me double check. There is one question. Are these links going to be available after the webinar? So we have been sharing the links to CKEditor.com, how to go to the demos. We will, of course, include all of the links that we have been talking about in the follow-up email, as well as with the recording. But once again, if you just want to go there just for the sake of the recording, it's here in the demos. You scroll down. You have the image optimizer as your guidepost, and right after the demo, you have the link to the documentation and link to the source code. And for the second one, you can just go to uploadcare.com, go to developers and documentation. Okay, this is the first one. And is the image optimizer available for on-prem solution? It should be available for both cloud and on-prem. And if you are not sure what and how it's being provided, here under the pricing page, you can see it, and you can see all of the stats, how they are being sold by monthly and annual prices. All right. Do we have anything else? Plus, is the image height being considered when you resize the image? So Outlook recognizing the correct image ratio. Yes, when you place, and I didn't showcase it, but let's pretend that I didn't build the HTML editor, but image editor. So if we take a look to the source code, we are using the figure class with style being placed as the inline, as well as every single picture of the source tag has its own URL based on the width of the image, and there is also the fallback to good plain old image tag if your provider or if the client doesn't support it, which some of the email providers doesn't. So if this is the case, you can see that we have the width and height being specified right after in the picture source tag. So all of the image sizes should be placed at the right spot, from the, let's say, most modern ones, with all of the fallbacks up until the old image tag, with the alt tag, with the width tag, and the height tag. So we should be all good. Okay, seems like we don't have any more questions. Thanks, Polly, for all of the questions. I will try to wrap them up as well to the email so that we have everything in place. And maybe we can take a look to the webhooks. And yeah, I already had it configured from the previous one, but I'm using the page which is called webhook.site, which is basically a testing environment. When you get the URL, you can just go to webhook.site, you get the URL, and this is the portal where you see all the webhooks coming. You can see I already have these 4, so I will clear them out so that we are not confused. And here in the webhooks, I already have the webhook configured. So this is the URL. It starts with 116 and 8 with end with 7 and F. So this is the URL that I placed in there. And now if we go once again to our sample, and we will upload one more image from my computer, and I will upload the same image that I already uploaded. Doesn't really matter for the sake of the demo. I uploaded it. The image is being processed on Uploadcare, then it's being rendered, and here in the webhook side you can already see that the webhook was triggered, it was sent to this testing site, and we can see what has been sent as the payload. So you can think of it, you can react to all of the uploads that are being done in your super e-commerce platform of your choice. You can also react or delete or make some metadata calculation and edit via the REST API. The integration possibilities are up to you. Okay, I think with that in mind, I will double check the last thing. I think we are out of questions. We are slowly getting out of time. I don't want to bother you for the whole hour. We are out of the content, honestly. We also were able to go through the webhooks demo, so I'm glad. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Jamin, to walk me through the portal. It was super useful not to learn everything just by myself. And yeah, hopefully see you next time.
All right. Thank you all, and hope you do have a nice day. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.